Good evening. My name's Rodney Glover, and I'm a candidate for governor of Florida. Um, I had my town hall today, and after the cameras cut off, the formalities were over. I was able to just, have a regular conversation with Kimberly, and she made a statement, and I'm pretty sure she's not going to mind me bringing this up, but she says, "I don't want to have children. It just doesn't seem right." So, legislative authority is for fathers. And I'm coming to y'all right now from a father's perspective, but maintaining my platform. I did what I would normally do. I stood firm. I gave logic and explanation as to how we got here, our currency system, how our economy flows, why we need to promote having children in order to keep making this work until we figure things out. That's my normal approach. When I got to driving home, the part of a father came in. The part where you want to, where you should have where you wanted to just maybe grab your child or grab that child and just, hold them and let them know that, hey, you're safe enough to not feel limited. You know, that's, and fathers, right? We have to have this fortitude. We have to have this noble purpose, steady of mind that, that helps us undergo any pain, peril, or danger when prudentially deemed expedient. Like we have to be prepared. So we know that the world's not always going to give you a hug. It's not always going to be able to sympathize with you. It's not going to. It's not always going to understand you. So, dads, the best we wanted to do, the best that I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that my children had access to their dreams, that they weren't limited because of something that I didn't try to give them, try to feed them. And it takes the strength for fathers, for men to not cry because we know it clouds your eyes. You cannot see. So dads can't always let that go. And I promise you, this is an open moment. There are times where I called my old lady. I said, "Hey, I was in the gym. I'm on the stepmaster, and I just broke down. Like I just broke down on the stairmaster because my children, I have 4 children. My children, 3 of them, you know, they, they push back at the way we have to raise them. The strength that it takes when you want to hold them, but you need to show them the strength necessary to endure, the fortitude, to be steady, to make sure that, hey, I know we're going through it right now, and there will be a time or maybe you won't get that time. Maybe you're going to have to endure. Maybe it's the strength that you're going to have to build and carry so that we can see, so that we can let your dreams come true tomorrow. And it is not easy. I'm telling you, you have to find somebody you can give that to so that you can come in front of this camera and give everybody the best that you have. You have to hope that you found somebody strong enough when you finally reach that moment. Legislative authority gives our children an opportunity to access their economic futures. It's so much more bigger. Just the name Rodney Glover, who comes to you and says, "I want to be governor." That's why I'm so passionate about getting you to understand. Do not, I don't want to just emotionally move you. I want you to have a fire lit to understand that, hey, I have to teach you that you have to be emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally strong. You have to have that fortitude. You have to have it. And if we get the opportunity to take that sigh of relief, even if I get hired, that's not the sigh of relief moment. Then we have to put things in place. This is why I'm talking to my dads, talking to the men, letting you know that, hey, not giving me access. 42. The men before me, not making sure that I had this access, but that I had some access to dream to this point I'm at today. Thank you. Because I'm able to do this today. Even though my offspring don't understand, don't like that I'm always drilling them, Dad, why do we got to study 2 hours after we get out of school? I want you to study 6. I want you to be ready. This is an interesting thing because when you're in the military, you're like, oh my God, why are we doing so many push-ups? Why are we doing so many sit-ups? Why are we running so long? They're not training you for today. They're training you for if this does happen. If this does happen, you don't get to get ready then. You need to be ready before it happens. Support the people who are trying to keep us ready, who are trying to put things in place right now so that when you need it later, it's available. That's why it's for those dads that are misunderstood. Where they say, hey, you're being too hard on them. Can't you back down a little bit? Soften up some. Relax a little bit. I told you. Whenever I just call them, whenever it got heavy because, hey, I know this is good for you, but you're pushing back so hard. Of course, I want to have a room full of people, but I don't get it all the time. Don't push so hard back. Understand, if you're not showing up because you're waiting on someone else, if that's your mentality is that, hey, I'm not going to go until I see the group go, then we have to raise that one person that's going to be the one that's going to bring the two that's going to bring the four that's going to bring the 8. Somebody got to be able to carry the weight. Prime example. When you go to Special Forces, right? They do this thing called Frogman Fridays. And they'll throw out an astronomical number like, hey, you group of 3, you got to do 1,500 dips. Let me tell you what's interesting. You just know that your group has to do 1,500 dips. Everybody in the group doesn't have the same muscle endurance. You just don't. Do you know what's always there? There's always somebody that's like still going when you're tired. Then you're going when they're tired. And someone's always saying, hey, we almost done. Baby, let's get there. Let's get there. We're going to get there. Everybody's trying to get to the same goal, but we're in different places physically. We're all trying to get there. And we all do get there. And they never tell you to lean on each other. You learn it naturally. Then you get to 1,500, man, you are tired. Your arms are tired. You're there. You've done it as a group. Now, when you got to run 2 miles, that's on you, baby. When you get done, you get done. You want to be done fast? Run faster. Simple as that. Understand, we have got to work hard to leave a better future for our children. To the young people out there, we're going to figure this out. And if it's not in this generation, it will be in the next. We're going to plant the right seeds. We're going to do the right thing. Even if you don't understand today, even if we never explain it right, but sometimes we get it wrong. Sometimes we don't tell you the way you need to hear it or whatever is going on. But I just wanted to say that it's okay to dream. And you're going to have people like me that want to see people's dreams come to reality. I don't want to see you limited. I don't want to see you feel like, dads know what that looked like. You're asking a question, but you've made it sound like a statement. It's okay to dream. It's okay to not see limitation. Don't be limited. even though someone's presenting a limitation. Find find a way to break those limits. You guys have a great evening and really thank you for your time. Oh, snap. I hit the button but didn't turn the thing off.